Welcome back to Prop News Time. Here are the headlines for the day. Top cities in India see substantial rise in office rents as demand from GCCs grows. India's commercial real estate sector has experienced a significant upswing, with office rental values across the top 6 cities increasing by an average of 18.35% between 22 and 2025. The Mumbai metropolitan region led this surge with a 28% rise, followed by Hyderabad at 24.1% and Delhi NCR at 20%. This growth is attributed to a robust return to office trend, heightened demand from global capability centers, GCCs, tech firms, and BFSI sectors, and a notable influx of leasing activity from US based companies, which accounted for 45% of total office space leasing in India. In the first quarter of 2025 alone, GCCs leased 8.35 million square feet, with Delhi NCR capturing nearly 23% of this demand. Bengaluru Namma. Metro News. Key developments in Phase 2 and Phase 3A expansions. Shri Manohar Lal Khattar, the Union Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs and Power, announced that the central government will assess the updated Namma Metro Phase 2 cost proposal after the Karnataka State Cabinet gives its approval. This is a major step forward for Bengaluru's urban infrastructure. Additionally, the centre is reviewing the Phase 3A proposal, a 37-kilometer extension estimated at INR 28,400 crore. This move aligns with the broader objective of enhancing urban mobility and addressing the city's escalating traffic challenges. The minister also emphasized the importance of legacy waste management and advocated for higher floor area ratios, FAR, along mass transit corridors to optimize urban development. Gwalior's development boom. INR 30,000 crore investment in roads, railways, and smart infrastructure. Gwalior is undergoing a INR 30,000 crore infrastructure overhaul to boost connectivity, trade, and urban living. Key projects include the INR 4,262 crore Agra, Gwalior Greenfield Highway, and the INR 23,700 crore Atal Progressway, Chambal Expressway, both enhancing links with Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh. A redeveloped Gwalior railway station and expanded airport terminal will improve passenger capacity. The Smart Cities mission is digitizing services and upgrading civic infrastructure, while the new 50,000-seat Madhavrao Scindia Cricket Stadium is set to host international events. Together, these developments aim to position Gwalior as a major hub in Madhya Pradesh's economic and urban transformation. DLF ramps up commercial expansion with INR 10,000 crore investment. To boost rental income, real estate giant DLF is set to invest INR 10,000 crore across the current and following financial year to develop high-end office spaces and premium shopping malls, aiming to scale up its rental income significantly. With a commercial portfolio of 45 million square feet, yielding over INR 5,000 crore annually, DLF is actively constructing new assets across Gurugram, Chennai, Delhi, and Noida, driven by robust corporate and retail demand. Through strategic joint ventures with GIC and Hines, and backed by KPIA credit ratings, the company plans to capitalize on India's cost-efficient Grade A++ commercial real estate segment. Delhi property deals. Analjit Singh transfers Lutyens' Delhi bungalow to Vistar Ventures in INR 152 crore in a strategic move reflecting a broader family business reorganization. Analjit Singh, founder of Max Group, has transferred ownership of a prime 2,140 square meter bungalow on APJ Abdul Kalam Road in Lutyens, Delhi to Vistar Ventures for INR 152 crore. Both entities are owned by Singh, with the transaction executed through Delhi Guest Houses Fiat Limited. Sahil Vachani, Vice Chairman and Managing Director of Max Estates and Singh's son-in-law, represented Vistar Ventures in the deal. The transfer, which includes a stamp duty and corporation tax payment of INR 11.7 crore, is part of a previously disclosed family settlement and does not involve any listed entities within the Max Group. Goa Housing Board partners with private developers to boost affordable housing. The Goa Housing Board, GHB, has initiated a strategic shift by forming joint ventures with private developers for upcoming residential and commercial projects. This move aims to enhance construction quality and generate revenue for acquiring new properties, thereby expanding affordable housing options for Goans. Chairman Jit Arolkar emphasized that the GHB's investment would be limited to land, with private partners contributing to construction and project completion. This approach is expected to yield an additional 20% profit for the board, supplementing earnings from its own developments. Gurugram lease deals. Nagarro signs 7 lakh SQFT lease. In Udyog Vihar, German-based IT services company Nagarro Enterprise Services FAT Latrikisa has leased a massive 7 lakh SQFT of office space in Udyog Vihar, Gurugram, marking one of the city's most significant commercial property deals in recent months. The lease spans 12 years with a 3-year lock-in clause at a monthly rent of INR 290 crore. The property, developed by Chimera Developers LLP, includes basement areas, 5 levels of parking, and upper office floors, with a rent escalation clause of 12% every 3 years and an INR 10 crore security deposit. The agreement reflects Nagarro's long-term operational commitment in India. Punjab Cabinet approves amendments to boost municipal revenue and streamline property sales. In a significant move to enhance efficiency in property transactions, the Punjab Cabinet has amended the Punjab Management and Transfer of Municipal Properties Rules, 2021. This amendment mandates that allottees of properties sold by urban local bodies, ULBs, must now deposit the full sale price within 180 days from the date of allotment, replacing the previous provision of 6 half-yearly installments. This change aims to expedite revenue collection for ULBs, strengthen municipal finances, and reduce legal disputes related to delayed payments. Additionally, the Cabinet has allocated INR 5 crore to the Punjab Innovation Mission to foster entrepreneurship and industrial growth in the state. Further decisions include the establishment of service rules for 207 specially promoted police personnel and the repeal of outdated appropriation acts to streamline governance. Delhi mandates construction projects to register for dust control in fight against air pollution. The Municipal Corporation of Delhi, MCD, has enforced a policy requiring all construction and demolition projects to register on the Delhi Pollution Control Committee's DPCC, Dust Pollution Control and Self-Assessment Portal before obtaining building plan approvals. This directive aims to integrate environmental safeguards into the approval process, ensuring compliance with dust control measures. Notably, projects exceeding 500 square meters must upload a self-declaration every fortnight, implement 360-degree video surveillance, and install low-cost particulate matter sensors. Violations may lead to project permission denial or cancellation. Telangana reviews fire safety laws after Gulzar House tragedy in Telangana. A mere 7,000 out of 4.5 lakh buildings have secured fire. No objection certificates, NOCs, over the past 7 years, primarily due to the Telangana Fire Services Act of 1999, which mandates NOCs only for structures exceeding 15 meters in height. This regulatory gap has led to widespread neglect of fire safety measures in shorter buildings, which account for 90 mammoth fire incidents. The tragic Gulzar House fire, resulting in 17 fatalities, has intensified calls to amend the outdated law to encompass all buildings, regardless of height, ensuring comprehensive fire safety compliance across the state. TN Riera clamps down on developers obstructing public roads in private layouts. In a decisive move to uphold public access and urban planning integrity, the Tamil Nadu Real Estate Regulatory Authority, TNRERA, has issued a directive prohibiting developers from constructing compound walls or gates that block public roads within private housing layouts. This action targets developments where land has been transferred to local bodies through gift deeds. Developers found violating this mandate must remove such obstructions and provide photographic evidence of compliance. The regulation applies even to projects approved by the Directorate of Town and Country Planning and the Chennai Metropolitan Development Authority, CMDA. Punjab and Haryana High Court raises concerns over property fraud targeting NRIs. The Punjab and Haryana High Court has recently highlighted a troubling surge in property frauds targeting non-resident Indians, NRIs, in Punjab. Justice Harpreet Singh Brar noted that absentee NRIs are increasingly falling victim to schemes involving forged documents and fraudulent powers of attorney, leading to the sale of their properties at significantly undervalued rates. In a notable case, prime land in Ludhiana was illicitly sold for INR 3 million. Despite a market value of INR 60 million, the court dismissed anticipatory bail pleas of the accused, emphasizing the systemic abuse and the erosion of public trust resulting from such fraudulent activities. Supreme Court denies relief to Jaiprakash Associates on land cancellation. In a major setback for Jaiprakash Associates Limited, JAL, the Supreme Court has refused interim relief against the cancellation of 1,000 hectares of land by YAIDA, affecting 12 stalled group housing projects and over 4,500 home buyers. However, the court has barred YAIDA from appointing new developers without its approval. YAIDA has begun appointing a consultant to assess project status, land ownership, and suggest regularization measures. The land was cancelled over unpaid dues, a decision upheld by the Allahabad High Court. JAL, under insolvency, blamed delays on YAIDA. Financial institutions and home buyers have raised concerns, and the next hearing is set for July. Maharashtra delays one state, one registration scheme by 6 months due to technical and security concerns. The Maharashtra government's ambitious one state, one registration initiative, aimed at allowing property registration at any of the state's 519 sub-registrar offices, has encountered significant delays. Initially, part of the government's 100-day program, the scheme faced technical challenges and raised security concerns among activists. While intra-district registration commenced on May 1, 2025, the inter-district system requires an additional 6 months for a complete rollout. Officials are considering enhanced technological safeguards and plan to address public concerns before proceeding. Embassy Developments raises INR 1,060 crore through fresh capital infusion. Embassy Developments Limited has raised INR 1,060 crore through the conversion of unlisted warrants into equity shares by its promoter group and Blackstone-affiliated NCLSG Holdings. The promoter entity, Belanza Developers, received INR 415 crore for 5 crore shares, while NCLSG Holdings invested INR 645 crore for 7.7 crore shares. This capital infusion strengthens Embassy's equity base and supports its operational expansion. The promoter group now holds a 42.96% stake, with Blackstone's entity at 10.93%. Formerly, Indiabulls. Real estate. Embassy is known for its residential, commercial, and SEZ projects. The move signals strong investor confidence and positions the company for accelerated growth. Navi Mumbai brings tax bills to doorsteps with self-help group women on delivery mission in a citizen-friendly move. Navi Mumbai Municipal Corporation, NMMC, initiated home delivery of property tax bills for the financial year 2025-26, appointing women from registered self-help groups as temporary municipal representatives. Starting earlier this week, these women began distributing bills and collecting updated contact details from property owners and tenants for digitization purposes. The corporation is pushing for seamless tax-related communication through digital channels. Residents are urged to treat the women with courtesy and provide accurate data such as names, mobile numbers, and email IDs. This step aligns with NMMC's broader digital governance agenda. SEBI to auction 30 properties of Rose Valley Group, worth INR 409 crore, to recover investor funds. The Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI, has scheduled the auction of 30 properties belonging to the Rose Valley Group, with a total reserve price of INR 4922 crore. This move is part of SEBI's ongoing efforts to recover funds raised through unauthorized investment schemes. The properties, including land with buildings, flats, resorts, hotels, and amusement parks, are located across West Bengal, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Tripura and Bihar. The e-auction is set to take place later this year. Interested bidders can participate online, either from within India or abroad. SEBI has appointed C1 India as the e-auction service provider and engaged Quicker Realty to assist in the sale process. Max Estates posts INR 13.9 crore profit in Q4 FY25. Eyes record pre-sales growth ahead. Max Estates Limited reported a net consolidated profit after tax of INR 13.9 crore for the fourth quarter of FY25, marking a significant turnaround from a loss in the same period last year. The company's total income doubled, driven by strong sales from key projects in Noida and Gurugram. Surpassing its full-year pre-sales guidance, Max Estates achieved over INR 5,300 crore in bookings and is targeting a 15-20% increase in pre-sales for FY26. With several large projects lined up, including a major joint development and the revival of the Delhi One project, Max Estates is set for robust growth, supported by strategic investments and approvals. PNC Infratech completes stake sale of 10 road assets to Highways Infrastructure Trust. Highways Infrastructure Trust, HITCs, an infrastructure investment trust, supported by related investment funds and automobiles, has purchased PNC Infratech's interest in 10 operational road assets. This move marks the first tranche of a larger divestment plan initiated earlier this year, targeting 12 road assets spread across multiple Indian states. The assets sold include major highway and toll projects in Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, and Rajasthan. This transaction is in line with PNC's strategic focus on monetizing mature assets to reallocate capital into newer infrastructure ventures. Supreme Court upholds input tax credit for commercial rentals, rejects Finance Ministry's plea. The Supreme Court of India dismissed the Finance Ministry's review petition against its October 2024 judgment, which had permitted real estate developers to claim input tax credit, ITC, on construction costs for commercial properties intended for rental purposes. The ruling emphasized that such properties could be classified as plant and machinery under the Goods and Services Tax (GST) Act, thereby qualifying for ITC. This decision is expected to reduce operational costs for developers and tenants alike. However, the Finance Ministry had introduced a retrospective amendment in the Union Budget 2025 to reverse this judgment, leading to ongoing legal debates. Denim and Sneaker Fest kicks off at Nexus Seawoods Mall just in time for vacation shopping. Nexus Seawoods Mall in Navi, Mumbai, recently launched its Denim and Sneaker Fest, running from earlier this week through mid-June. This festival celebrates two of fashion's most enduring favorites, denims and sneakers, bringing together an extensive range of products from leading international and domestic brands. Shoppers have the opportunity to update their wardrobes with the latest styles from top labels such as Levi's, Nike, Puma, and many others, making it ideal for vacation preparations and back-to-campus shopping. The event also includes engaging shop and win contests, special offers, and giveaways adding an extra layer of excitement for visitors of all ages. Schloss Bangalore to invest INR 1,131 crore in new luxury properties ahead of IPO Schloss Bangalore Limited. The Brookfield-backed operator of luxury brand, the Leela Palaces, Hotels and Resorts, has announced an investment of INR 1,131 crore to develop 5 company-owned hospitality properties across Agra, Srinagar, Bandhavgarh, Ranthambore and Ayodhya. These developments, totaling 475 rooms, are slated to commence operations by 2028. The announcement came just before the company's INR 300 crore IPO opened earlier this week, aiming to raise INR 200 crore for debt repayment. Brookfield, which acquired the Leela brand in 2019, is set to dilute its holding by 24%, marking one of the largest public issues in India's hospitality sector. BMC launches aquifer mapping project to boost Mumbai's groundwater management. The Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation, BMC, has initiated an aquifer mapping project along the Methi River basin to enhance groundwater management. The initiative, launched earlier this week, will be carried out over 18 months with assistance from the Central Groundwater Board. CGB Pakai Gapshi. The project aims to assess groundwater availability, quality, and recharge potential using satellite data, soil testing, and geophysical studies. As part of the city's larger water sustainability plan, this effort will inform future decisions on water resource conservation and urban flood mitigation. Central Railway dismantles final 1920s-era overhead line portal. Upgrades to modern system Central Railway, CRI, has dismantled the last British-era overhead line OHE portal near Vidya Vihar, signalling a major step in Mumbai's railway modernization. Installed nearly a century ago, during the early electrification phase, the steel portal stood as a reminder of the region's 1,500 VDC railway system. The structure was removed during a night block as part of CR's ongoing upgrade to 25 kV AC electrification. The shift reflects a broader push to modernize suburban railway infrastructure, improving safety, efficiency, and compatibility with current systems. MMRDA approves second metro station in Dharavi under Metro 11 extension. The Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority, MMRDA, has decided to establish a second metro station in Dharavi as part of the Metro 11 corridor extension, connecting Vadala to the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus, CSMT. This strategic addition is expected to significantly enhance connectivity and support redevelopment efforts in Dharavi, turning it into a key interchange hub between Metro Lines 3 and 11. With the realignment, the corridor will serve as a critical north-south link, easing congestion and offering better access to major transit points, including the Bandra Kurla Complex, BKC, Navi Mumbai, and the airport. Trump's USD $1.5 billion Vietnam golf venture aims to redefine luxury in Asia earlier this week. The Trump Organization commenced construction of a sprawling USD $1.5 billion luxury golf and residential project in northern Vietnam. Located in Hung Yên province near Hanoi, the development spans nearly 990 hectares and includes 3 18-hole golf courses and premium housing. The initiative is being led by Eric Trump in collaboration with Vietnamese developer Kinbac City. With Vietnam currently navigating sensitive trade talks with the United States, the project's launch is being closely watched. The Trump Organization, already active in India, appears to be solidifying its international presence through targeted investments in emerging markets. That's a wrap for today. Tune in tomorrow for the latest headlines.